So today I'm going to be walking us through to how I get this amazing effect right here. So as you can see, this is the before and after. Alright, so let's get into it. Before we start, if you're new to this channel, this is Skill Learn, where we help designers grow from beginner to pro level in graphic design, and how you can actually use this design skill to apply to any career in life. So if this is something you are interested in, don't hesitate to give this video a like and subscribe to the family, and let's get into the video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we create a new layer. Press Ctrl J, or you can still just hold this and drag it to this plus sign right here. It's gonna do the same thing. Alright, choose any selection tool of your choice. I'm gonna go with object selection. Click on my subject and allow Photoshop to do its thing. So Photoshop is going to create an amazing selection. As you can see, the selection is really perfect. So I'm just going to deselect this one right here. And when everything is good, you just hit Ctrl J to create this on a new layer. So before we do anything else, we want to fill up this area right here. As you can see, we want to fill up this area right here. So I'm going to do that by using the lasso tool. Alright, go to edit, content aware fill. Okay, you just fill it up. Hit OK, it will fill it up for you. When that is done, we just go ahead and deselect. Alright, move back to this first layer. By holding Alt, we click on this layer icon to activate the selection. Click on this layer right here, the layer of our subject. Now we go to fill, click on this layer, and we go to select, modify, expand to about 4 pixels, and you hit OK. So what this will do, it will actually expand our selection right here. So I want to go ahead and before that, you see there's the layer we got right here for the layer that we fill right here is still here. So what we're gonna do is just combine the two of them, and we hit on merge layer. It's gonna merge the two layers together. Alright, now we activate this layer again one more time by holding the Ctrl key. Press on this layer icon to activate our selection. Head over to select, modify, expand to 4 pixels, hit OK. Then move back to this layer of our subject, right click on it, and you go to delete and fill selection. What this does, it will actually delete our selection and fill it up with the background around it. So just hit on the delete and selection. So as you can see, it has actually deleted our selection, and it has filled the area, the blank area, with our background right here. Alright, so that's cool. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna duplicate this layer. I'm gonna tell you why we are duplicating this layer later on. Click on the first layer above. Before we actually blur this background, I want us to convert it to smart object. Alright, this actually, it will help us to modify the blur effect later on. So go ahead over. Before we actually blur this background, I want us to convert it to smart object. Alright, this actually, it will help us to modify the blur effect later on. So go ahead over to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Alright, I will just keep it to about 42 this time. You will hit OK. So that actually looks good. If we want to modify right now, we can just double click on it and increase or decrease the amount of Gaussian blur. Alright, so that's the reason why we have to actually turn it to a smart object. Okay, now this layer below, we're gonna now create a mask and click on the eraser tool, and we just erase the effect out from this area right here to just reveal a little bit of texture on where our subject is standing. Okay, this will just reveal a little bit of texture in this area. We don't want to reveal that much, just a little bit of texture will be absolutely fine. So this is the original of our image. Alright, so as you can see, we are still maintaining the shadows right here, but I feel like some shadows are actually missing, so I'm gonna add it manually to this area. Okay, so we just adding a shadow right here by changing our foreground color to black. Select the soft round brush, make sure opacity and flow is about 40-45%. all right, and we just wanna create a shadow below our subject right here. Increase the opacity a little bit. Alright, so it looks something like this. So this actually looks cool. So this is the before and after. Before and after. Alright, so to level this up, we can just go ahead and we add up some detail to this picture. We create a stamp visible layer by pressing Shift, Ctrl, Alt, and E to put everything in a single canvas. Alright, so now we can do any color correction or any color grading the way we want. So clicking on this layer right here, I'm just gonna go to filter, go to camera raw filter. Here I just wanna add in some lightening, contrast, just add contrast a little bit, highlight a little bit down, shadows. Alright, we go now to colors. We just pop this temperature to like +5, vibrance to like +4, saturation to like +4. So you can clearly see the difference right here. We go to details, adding a little bit of detail right here. Alright, adding a little bit of detail like that, and you hit OK. So you can clearly see the difference. This is the before and the after. Before and after. Alright, so this is it for the video. If this video is helpful or inspiring in any way, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, as we bring to you weekly videos on graphic design and anything that can elevate your design from beginner to pro. So we have everything for everyone. So see you on the next one and keep on creating.